Hello everyone, my name is Takeru, and I'll be reacting to Halo Combat Evolve Roundtable reveal. I'm pretty excited. This is something new that just came out, so I'm very happy and just very excited to see, what Halo Studios, right, is going to do now. Let's get into it. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, the UI! This is the Sonic cartographer. Oh, Halo 1 pistol. Oh, the spanker. Okay, Master Chief's armor.
Halo Campaign Evolved is the next project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this.
Whoa.
Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going
that's
back
awesome,
to the Halo
yeah.
again for the first time.
For the first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
It's really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together,
nice.
regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original.
Couch co-op is back.
What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters.
I did see that, you can zoom in.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring
that's interesting,
everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is a skull? What's cool about it? What does it do?
A skull is a gameplay modifier, generally mean-spirited. It makes the game more challenging for the player.
The combination of pairing of these different skulls and how that's going to create that new gameplay experience. Huge amount of replay options for folks.
I love the replayability that skulls bring to a campaign. It is almost endless variety.
We have dozens of skulls this time.
The most that we've ever had in a Halo game.
Are you a lasso guy? I think you yourself told me that you don't think anyone would ever be able to complete this game with legendary all skulls on.
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot. And so if you can do a true legendary all skulls on run, let us know. Because I'd love to see it. I think, that'd be really hard.
If there's one thing that this community has shown us is do not underestimate them, and they will find a way. So Halo's always been known for its sandbox. How has this evolved?
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE we weren't able to do before.
Energy sword!
You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, kind of really take it to the enemy.
It's great. The sound design.
You can actually use the energy sword in Halo 1.
By the way,
Wow.
have been painstakingly remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects, right? That rich plasma lighting up and brightening the environments.
course,
Wow,
one of the
shields,
hallmark elements of
when they
Halo CE
pop.
is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
Oh yes, the
There
flood.
was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
Talk to me just a little bit about
Oh,
how
the
we're
pure
approaching
forms
the narrative
from Halo
aspects
3.
to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story,
Whoa.
and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to
Okay.
original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had
Whoa.
the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower
Oh,
would you need to crack one of the
Steve
engine
This
Downs,
really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able
John
to do for Halo
Taylor.
Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions.
Oh.
Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, a setup for, you know, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities
Johnson.
for character interactions, maybe between, you know, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
oh nice.
So where are we right now at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of the cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You can go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me, that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
Oh, 2026, PS5. My thoughts on Halo Combat Evolved Remake? I think that's what it's called, right? I'm pretty excited. It looks pretty good. More than anything, I'm more like interested in like what they have to offer and do for like Halo CE, right? Just because we've already have like a Halo Combat Evolved like remastered, right? But this is a remake, so they could do new things. And so far, what I've seen, they have been like keeping it like, you know, faithfully to Halo 1, and you know, and thus being like a remake, they can add new things like being able to use the energy sword in Halo 1 again, or being able to use the energy sword, right, instead of being able to use it the first time in Halo 2. I also saw that you can use iron sights. Let's see if I can. It was very early on, or like I was like, oh, you can use iron sights. I think it was before that. Let me find the clip. Here's the clip. Right here, iron sights, right here, from Halo 5. Because I believe in Halo Infinite, there's only like a few weapons where like you can actually like aim with it. So I'm pretty excited to see like what else they do. Also the UI for the radar as well. It's on the top right corner, grenades on the top left or bottom left corner. Actually kind of looks more kind of like Halo 5's UI actually, with the shields, right, and like with your little like kind of like little health bar. It kind of gives me like that type of feeling for it. Something that's also kind of cool is the addition of like 4-player co-op that's something that I'm pretty like excited for, just because like I've always, even whenever like Halo 1 and 2 like remaster, right, came out, I was like, how come they don't add like, you know, like up to 4 players? Because like Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Reach, 4, and well, 5 and Infinite, right, they offer a 4-player co-op or multiplayer, you know, online. So the fact that they're actually doing it really makes me happy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And also they finally added couch co-op. I'm very, very happy. It's been almost, well, technically it has been more than 10 years since they last had it, because Halo 5 was the first game that didn't have co-op anymore. And then Infinite, they say they did, right, but obviously, you know, they said that it was impossible because of the source code or something like that. But then people were able to do it with mods or do it with glitches, right? But I'm just happy that they're bringing it back to Halo 1, you know, like returning it back. I'm just happy that they're gonna have it back again, you know, because Halo, everyone's fondest memories of Halo is like playing couch co-op, you know, with your brother, with your siblings, with your cousins, friends, family members, right? So I feel like it's just it's something that's very like essential to just have and be there. So I'm very happy that they have it back, and it's gonna be fun, honestly, like just reliving all those like first time experiences that you had, you know, playing Halo co-op. It's gonna be a lot of fun. They talked a lot about legacy and a lot about like keeping it very like to the original, which I'm very happy about. You can see that there's a lot of well, in their words, right, that they have a lot of care for it. And so far what I'm seeing, right, just from this trailer, you know, just from the Roundtable trailer, they showed us Silent Cartographer, and so far for what I've seen, it looks just like Halo 1. Some cool just additions that I really thought that was kind of cool, right, was like 3 like extra missions that they're gonna give us. I'm pretty interested to see like what it is, because we do have like storyboards here, right? So is this one of the missions, right? You know, like when we reunite with Johnson, because I know that in the books, right, I believe the 2nd book of Halo, First Strike, yeah, I think in First Strike, right, I haven't read it, right, but I know that there's a story where Master Chief and Johnson reunite, right, and Master Chief is cautious that Sergeant Johnson might be infected, but then in that book we found out that Sergeant Johnson is actually like kind of immune, you know, like he has resistance to the flood infection because of the Orion 1 project. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be what's it about, or it's going to be like him actually meeting Johnson for the first time, which I'm pretty excited to see. And then the other 2 missions, I'm actually pretty excited. I'm excited to see maybe like we're going to get like a mission like on Reach. That'd be kind of cool. Or we can have like a mission where when Master Chief, Sam, Kelly, and Fred infiltrated the Covenant cruiser, right, and Sam sacrificed himself to blow it up. It could be kind of like that. I'm pretty excited. There's just a lot of stories that they can do from the books, or like just, you know, them just create like something new. But I'm just excited to see like what to do with it. I really am. And then for Master Chief's armor, it's kind of like a combination of that classic feel, but also something new for it as well. So it's probably gonna grow, right, on people as well. Having it on PS5, that's very interesting. I'm pretty happy, because I feel like back in the day exclusives used to be very like, what's the word, kind of like what was like cool back in the day, you know. But as time kind of like came more and more, you kind of, the thought of it being cool kind of became more kind of like a barrier, kind of like a border to like keep other players from like playing with each other, right? And I kind of feel like now that that border's kind of has been like just destroyed or just gone, right? It allows like, you know, like anyone playing on, you know, on a PS5 or on an Xbox or on PC to really just play together. And I kind of feel like that's very, very cool. I like that Halo Studios is doing that, you know. They're being more just open, you know, and like having more opportunities with people to just play games together, which I think is very, very cool, especially in today's economy, you know, where things are a little more expensive. You got to think twice on if you want to buy this or that. So I really like that Halo Studios is really you know, just giving us that, you know. It's a very nice thing. The release date of 2026, that is next year, because we're almost, yeah, because it's almost gonna be December, right? We're almost gonna be on November, so 2026 is coming very, very fast. I can see the release for Halo Combat Evolved remake, right, being released like on Halo's anniversary. I can very much well see it being released on that date. It's coming very, very soon. I'm very excited. Well, that's my thoughts on the new Halo remake. I'm very excited. More than anything, I'm more like interested in like just like excited to see what they do with it. I feel like we should keep an open mind, you know. So far they've been doing pretty good, right? I'm very excited. I'm very just they showed a lot of cool stuff and said a lot of cool stuff that I'm very excited for, and I hope we get to see more of the game as we get closer to the release. And I want to hear, you know, what do you guys think in the comments? You know, like, are you excited for Halo remake? Is this going to be your first time playing the games? You know, like, where were you, you know, when Halo was releasing? You know, were you on PlayStation? Were you a Nintendo player? You know, I kind of want to know, because it's very, very cool to like just like, you know, talk about, you know, like where you were during this type of time, and like how excited are you for like the next game, and like what are your thoughts on it. So yeah, if you liked the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'm gonna be doing more or keeping up to date with Halo, because like I said, I've been playing Halo since I was like 5 years old, you know. My first video game ever was Halo 2. So I'm very, this year really does mean a lot to me. So I really want to like see it. I really want to see it, you know, be what they say, you know, like a love letter to Halo 1. So I hope that's true, and so far it looks pretty good. I'm just very happy that they're bringing back Steve Downes, Jen Taylor, to play as Master Chief and Cortana again. I'm very happy, but we'll just have to wait and see, you know, to get more information. But yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.